When you go there, you have to get a snap at either this particular table or in this particular booth or in this particular section of the restaurant to show everyone I have been here. Hello you beautiful humans, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are new, hi, my name is thebelleimichelle. I do mainly fashion videos as well as travel, daily vlogs and lifestyle here and there, as well as hair tutorials. So in this video today, I had the bright idea to try out some restaurants in London that are very Instagram popular. You know those places that you see everyone has a picture there on Instagram. Everyone who is anyone has eaten there. When you go there, you have to get a snap at either this particular table or in this particular booth or in this particular section of the restaurant to show everyone I have been here. Those are the type of places I'm talking about. So right now in the UK, we actually have a scheme that has been going on throughout the whole of August, which is called Eat Out to Help Out. And in some participating restaurants, you get 50% off your bill from Monday to Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you get 50% off your bill, or you have some restaurants that give you 50% or up to £10 off, whichever one is less. And some of our Instagram popular hotspots were actually participating, so I thought this is a perfect time to try them out and see, are they really worth the hype, or are we just going there because we want a picture and because we want to be a part of the crowd, a part of that exclusive or popular group that says I have been here? Is the food actually worth it? Is the service actually worth it? Is the hype around these places actually worth it? So the three restaurants I decided to try out are firstly ELAN Cafe. So ELAN is a cafe that you guys must have seen on Instagram. It is this really Instagrammable, picture perfect cafe that is very pink. The second cafe I'm trying out is called Feya Cafe. Feya, I feel like, is basically a newer version of ELAN, or they took the blueprint of ELAN. And then the third place is the newest and the most, I would say, pop-in spot of them all, which is the Ivy Asia. Now I'm actually a fan of the Ivy group restaurants. Me and my husband actually had one of our engagement dinners in the Ivy. I can't remember what Ivy it was, but whatever Ivy it was, they were amazing. They have a private dining room, because when we were sorting out our engagement dinner, it was initially meant to be in the Landmark and they messed up the booking and it was a mess. I think we booked the Ivy a week before the engagement dinner, and for that, the Ivy group will always have a special place in my heart because they literally came to the rescue. The waiters there were really nice. The food was point, but obviously the Ivy Asia is a different concept from the traditional Ivy because it's the Ivy Asia, so it's more Asian fusion type of food. I have a special place in my heart for the Ivy, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be biased. The Ivy Asia is another place that is very Instagrammable. They have these green floors. They have this really popular tree that has cherry blossoms, and in Japan cherry blossom season is very popular, as in people travel from all around the world just to see the cherry blossoms bloom and to see the cherry blossoms fall. So I think that was the inspiration behind having the tree there, and I have seen so many people have pictures on that tree. And all three restaurants are doing the Eat Out to Help Out scheme, so I decided, well, I'm gonna take advantage of this, you know, help out the government, help out the economy, because we are officially in a recession. Clutch your pearls, but at the same time it means that they want us to spend more, which is why they have this scheme going on. And I love food and I love a cute Instagram picture, so that is what inspired this video. So first off today, I am off to ELAN Cafe and let's see if it's worth the hype. There's this guy that's basically staring at me in the car opposite mine, and I'm just not understanding why. The show must go on even when there is an unwanted audience. I have just arrived outside ELAN. I am going to the Belgravia branch. The reason why I chose this branch is because they have a sort of unique flower pot type situation that I've once again seen all over Instagram, and I think it's one of their selling points. They have 7 different branches. So they have one in Selfridges, they have the one in Knightsbridge, they also have one in Oxford Circus, one in South Kensington, also one in St Pancras, Park Lane, and then the Belgravia branch, which is the branch that I'm going to go to today. busy. I don't know why. I expected it to be more busy, but it's not. So I think what they're doing is that everything you order is going to come in like a takeaway package, because usually these would come, I've seen on Instagram, they come quite decorated, which I don't mind actually, because it means that if I don't finish it, I can take it back to my car. I've seen a lady in here who is actually doing some work, so I brought my work laptop and I'm going to do that. But so far, service has been alright, not that busy, so I actually managed to sit in one of these cool little pods. And one thing I will say is you can definitely see that this is a blogger hotspot, because I'm filming and I was taking photos and literally no one was back in the island. I love this sign. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it essentially says, I love you a latte. I don't love a latte, but I do love a hot chocolate or a mocha. And just like that, we're back in the car. I need to work out how I want to part this hair, because right now I'm just in absolute limbo. But anyway, yes, so I am back from ELAN. Thoughts on ELAN? I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'll be very honest, I was ready to come on here and be like, yeah, it's just one of those typical Instagram places. Go there, take your photos, get out. Food is very subpar. I had a chicken focaccia, and then I also had a chai tea latte with almond milk, and the chai tea latte was okay. It's not the best chai tea latte I've ever had, but I have drank a lot of chai tea lattes, so I know what I like. But if you're someone who just likes coffee and likes to go out, have a coffee with your friends, I think you will like it. The focaccia was amazing, and I'm also someone who, I love focaccia. I remember when I used to work at the Royal London Hospital, there was this lovely little cafe near the hospital, and they had the most amazing chicken scallop focaccia. Oh my god. And that is what the one I had in ELAN reminded me of, but it wasn't chicken scallop, it was just normal grilled chicken breast. And I also got a raspberry tart. I haven't eaten it yet, it's actually in my takeaway bag. So in terms of location, I would say 10 out of 10. It's in Knightsbridge, it's right near Harvey Nichols and Harrods as well. And the one thing I like, actually in a part where it's not part of is it ULEZ or ULEZ? Who's that? It's not in the congestion charge zone, meaning that driving here I didn't have to pay any congestion charge fee, which is amazing. And the fact that they have 7 different locations as well. In terms of the decor and the ambience, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'm only marking down 1 because I'm not a big fan of pink, and it is very, very pink. It's not even very, very pink, it is pink. So if you're into that, you'll love it. In terms of the staff, I'm gonna give them 7 out of 10. They were very friendly, but I think when I sat down, no one explained to me that because of the whole COVID-19 situation, everything would be served in takeaway containers. In terms of food, I'm gonna give the food a 7 out of 10. It's not amazing food, but it is good food. Like I said, the focaccia was amazing. I haven't tried the tart yet. So overall, do I think that ELAN is worth the whole Instagram hype? I think it is, you know. I think it has the good balance of being very, very Instagrammable, good food, and also good ambient. ELAN, if you ever think of making another brand, market it to people who like to work in coffee shops, because I think it would be really good. Like at one point, I actually took my laptop out and started doing some work. I need to actually rush now because I have another booking in Feya. I've been seeing a lot of sponsored promotions. I've been seeing a lot of people also on their Instagram. They have invited a lot of like these reality stars. Let me actually go on their Instagram. So their Instagram is basically filled with either pictures of very nice pancakes, dessert and coffees, and reality TV stars. Feya has basically taken the blueprint of ELAN, the same way that ELAN has the signature little curve booths that are all floraled out. ELAN has that as well. The only difference is with ELAN, I didn't have to, they're not taking pre-booking, but with Feya I had to make a pre-booking, and you can't actually book out one of those little booths. So I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and be able to sit in a booth. Make sure I get my Instagram snap. These are Instagram spots. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Home from Feya Cafe, and one thing I'm gonna say is everything I expected ELAN to be, I found in Feya. First off, let's talk about the overall decor. It is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Like on Instagram it looks a lot bigger, but it's not too small, but it is a lot smaller. In terms of parking, it's in a very awkward location that you definitely would not be able to park there. I actually kept my car where it was parked near ELAN and Harvey Nichols and just walked, and it was about a 10-minute walk, so you could park there as well. But in terms of within a 5-minute walking distance, there is no parking around there. there. The reason why I said it gave me all the preconceived notions I had ELAN to be is because the staff literally seemed like they didn't care. I will say it didn't take them long to seat me because there were two girls that were waiting just before me, and I think they didn't have a booking and I had a booking, so the guy seated me before them, and I did have the opportunity to sit in one of the cages. But once again, the cages are a lot smaller than I thought they would be, and it's not like one big cage in 3 separate areas. It's like 3 cages all in one area. In that little box you can probably fit about 3 people. In the table next to me there was actually a group of girls and there were 3 of them, and I think they fit perfectly. The person I spoke to over the phone was a woman and she was very, very nice, but when I was actually in the cafe, the majority of the staff that I saw were men, and I'll be honest, not to say that them being men had anything to do with them not being that attentive, but they weren't that attentive at all. Also, it took quite a lot of time for my food to come. I tried out there, I think it's called an avocado burger or something like that. So okay, I thought it was going to be like this green bun or this green bread that mimics an avocado, but it was literally a full avocado that they sliced in half and just put some salmon and sriracha sauce and egg in between. So when I bit into it, or when I like cut into it, I was like, hold on, this is a full-on avocado. So maybe that's my mistake because I didn't read it properly, but avocado need to be sliced up because when it's like a full stack, it was just very overbearing, and I'm someone who is a lover of avocado, so yeah, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I think I ate more of the salmon and just sliced the avocado myself. Presentation is lovely, but in terms of what it actually is, I think it's overpriced. So in terms of location, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10, and that's just because I'm someone who drives and I like to drive everywhere, so there isn't any parking around there, which for me is personally quite annoying. In terms of decor, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The decor is really nice, but it's not amazing. I would say the pictures on Instagram make it look a lot more amazing than it actually is. In terms of staff, I'm giving the staff 4, and to be honest, the only reason I'm giving them 4 is because of the lovely lady I spoke to over the phone. The service was too slow, and just like you know, sometimes you can feel the attitude of the waiter is kind of like hurry up. And then I also noticed on the menu is that they can ask for the table back in 45 minutes, which I'm thinking it took you guys about 30 minutes to get my meal to me, so you're telling me I have 15 minutes to eat. I'm a quick eater anyway, but if I was there with like say 4 or 3 of my friends and you know you're chatting and stuff like that, 45 minutes is not enough, and I think it's a bit aggressive. And then in terms of food, I'm gonna give the food a 5. For what I tried, it was just average. Also, I had this cooler. It was ridiculously overpriced. The cooler was £7 and it literally tasted like, you know when you take Robinsons, those really concentrated juice and then you have to add water in them? That's literally what it tasted like. It was nothing special. For £7, I expected that it was gonna be a bit more like a cocktail type situation. And I also expected it to be a bit taller because it is a cooler, but it was literally just in this little cup, and yeah, I wasn't impressed at all. So all in all, do I think that Feya is worth the Instagram hype? I definitely do not think that it's worth the Instagram hype. I think if you want to go there, you want to take cute pictures, then do so, but it would not be seeing me again. Even the girls who were sitting in the table next to me, they said the same thing. Yeah, the service here is really, really bad and we wouldn't be coming back. What they've done really well on Instagram is that they have all of these influencers or these reality stars going there, so everyone else wants to go there. It's a no from me, and I don't think it will be seeing me again. So tomorrow I'm going to be trying out the Ivy Asia. I actually couldn't get a booking today, which is Wednesday, on the Eat Out to Help Out because it is that popular that I think everyone has pre-booked, and we will see tomorrow if the Ivy Asia is worth all the hype. Been a very long day, guys, and it's actually quite late, which is why I'm whispering because half of my household is asleep. But I'm gonna try and speak as loud as I possibly can and then just elevate the voice levels. But yes, so the Ivy Asia, the last restaurant on my Instagram hyped places to go and eat. I really enjoyed my time at the Ivy Asia. Firstly, if you are planning to go there, do make a reservation, because as I was leaving there were 2 guys that were coming in, and I think they probably just stumbled across the restaurant, didn't know that it was like this new hyped spot, and they were just looking to get a table for 2, and the lady at the reception literally told them we're fully booked for the day. I booked booked my time at 11:30, and that's actually when they opened. When I got there, the section that had the cherry blossom tree, no one was seated there, so I was able to go there, get my pictures, and it also meant that I was able to like pan and get some good shots for the camera. In terms of decor, 10 out of 10. It is in a beautiful location. You have St. Paul, I think it's St. Paul's Cathedral, so you have a view of St. Paul's Cathedral. So the floor in the reception area at the bottom is red, and then in the actual restaurant it is green, and it's very different and I like it. So I definitely do see why it's an Instagrammable spot. In terms of location, 8 out of 10. It's in St. Paul, so if you like to drive like me, there's literally nowhere to park. I actually had to park on a single yellow line, and I knew I was going to get a ticket, and lo and behold, I did get a ticket. That was a weird situation. The waiter I initially had, I think he kind of got lost. I think it was his first day. He's just sort of disappeared. And then I had another waiter, and he was so nice. He was telling me what was on the menu. I would recommend this, I would recommend that. I would give the food overall a 7.5 out of 10. For starters, I had these chicken skewers, and I also had a scampi maki roll. The chicken skewers were amazing. The scampi maki roll, so sushi, was not that great. I've had better sushi, and I think for a place that is Japanese or Asian inspired, I would expect the sushi to be a lot better. And then I also got this duck curry. That was amazing. I loved that. There was also this other thing that was called like a taste bowl, where you can order it between 12 and 3. The guys that were sitting next to me had, next time I go, I want to try that as well, because it seemed really interesting. It had like miso soup and had edamame, just had a little piece of everything. The only reason I'm marking them down is because of the sushi. You're going to be an Asian fusion or Japanese style restaurant. I would expect the sushi to be 10 out of 10. It was just like mediocre sushi. It wasn't bad, but for what they're trying to portray the IV Asia to be, I expected the sushi to be a lot better in my personal opinion. But everything else I had was amazing. In terms of if I would go back to the IV Asia, I definitely would. I actually want to take my husband there because he's a very big fan of Japanese food. So on the website it says it's Asian influenced food. I would say it's more Japanese style. Cherry blossoms, very Japanese. Cherry blossoms in Japan. Decor, very Japanese. I would say it's more Japanese inspired food. I feel like my face is so oily right now because it is literally, it is 11:30. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was so fun. I am a foodie. My number one would be IV Asia. I'm definitely going to go back there again, and I'm going to take my husband. Number two, ELAN. Although, just a mention on ELAN, I was actually having a conversation with another content creator who'd also gone there, and remember when I said that I see why they're using the disposable containers? He actually brought up a good point that it's not that great from the environment. So whereas a lot of other places are just upping their washing of their cutlery to meet COVID-19 standards, what ELAN has decided to do is, instead of upping their washing procedures, they're just going to use disposable cutlery. And I guess it's up to you, but I can definitely see for the environment it's not that good. I would want to know what the background or the thought process, why they didn't just want to up their washing standards. And then it also made me think, okay, if they don't want to up their washing standard, is this somewhere that I actually want to eat? ELAN is actually on pause. I know I said I would go there again, and I would probably maybe to get a coffee, but for food, that just put a thought in my head that third and least favorite is definitely Feya Cafe. I will not be going back there again. Didn't enjoy it, didn't enjoy the food. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if this is a video that you guys, or maybe, I don't know, I might turn this into a series because I actually really enjoyed it. It was me eating food. So I hope you guys have a good morning, evening or afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this video. If you like this video, make sure you check out this video right here or this video here. Click on one of those and let me continue to entertain you. And if you're new, you've got to the end of this video, you like me, okay, you might as well subscribe. It's free, and make sure you have your post notifications turned on.